Select your agent.
Shadows traveling. Cover going out.
One enemy remaining.
And hello, we're here, and as you've already seen, the first round has gone through. Sorry, I was a little busy with something, but I came in anyways. This is your Academy Valorant team for the Cougars, facing Kettering University. We already took the first round, it looks like, by a plant. I don't think everyone on the other side did die. Looks like this might be an A take. See what they're going to decide to do. You see Pat peeking in the garage, looking for anyone coming over, but no one's there. Looks like it's going to be take up sewers on A. Omen on Kettering side, smoking off all the entrances, allowing his team to rotate over. It looks like everyone but that KJ will rotate over, so her util can still be used for garage there.
Cover going out.
Having smoked, CT going to get smoked as well. I don't know if that CT smoke is very good. It is. Oh, and what a dart by BQ, I believe. Being able to find orbit there. And now SXU has, the Cougars have complete hold over sight. This smoke is going to be used to get in. I don't think it's that good unless the dart gets someone. It does get Junie, and Junie can't get one, but Monkey helps and gets the trade out. But Bobby Tortilla from the top gets Pinguino. Shock dart looks like it's going to go through. Oh, Monkey with a great flick, and BQ gets Bobby Tortilla in the top, and Pat. Let's give one to every single remaining Cougar, and they all get it to end the round, take the 2-0 lead. It's a little bit of a, that was a very close second round. It's not something you usually see. Usually shouldn't be that close, but Kettering showing that they're going to put up a fight no matter what, especially in those rounds that they shouldn't take maybe. And it's a little bonus round for SXU. Let's see if they can get it done. Monkey with 5 kills already in 2 rounds is doing pretty solid. Turret. It's going to be impossible for Pat to get into garage here. He might try, though. The smoke's on C-Long. Going to help Dragon Rebels out there. That's there. Oh, and 2 utils taken down from the KJ already. She uses one of the nanostorms, and Dragon Rebel's just not spotting this location. Able to take out Junie. Pat gets Finnaflake. Bobby Tortilla is going off right now in the back, and Dragon Rebels gets another. And Pat kind of just walks into a crossfire there, and rough round for the Cougars. They were able to get one off the board. Very good. They should know that all this KJ utility is in garage. It'll probably go there again. So let's see what they decide to do here. Is it's going to be a pretty much full buy all around for, yeah, it will be a full buy all around for everyone. This is the first normal round we'll see. One with a Vandal. You're going to see those stuns come out from the breach onto a long sewers area. See, Pat's going to peek mid window maybe. See the Omen waiting for him there, but he's actually not peeking Pat. They're peeking 2 different locations. Nanostorm set out, maybe thinking someone's going to walk through the smoke, but no one does. In fact, no one's close to it even, so Pat being very aware of there could be a possible walkout here, but there isn't. Now they're looking to take up on A. You see all the smokes going down. Cloudburst and dark covers from the Omens and the Jets. Looks like we'll see a tailwind into the Cloudburst. Oh, and the breach util from his own teammate kind of messes him up as Bobby Tortilla gets 2 off of that. Orbit able to pick off Pinguino. But Junie gets Shadow through mid window. Might be a mid take for SXU now. Junie and Pat are going to hear 2 on the right. Oh, he sees the Sova walk behind. Gets Bobby Tortilla. Can't get Dragon Rebels. Dragon Rebels takes out Junie, but he's traded by Pat. And now both people behind. He's going to get caught up by this Jet here probably. You can hear the bullets. Don't think he knows that both are behind. Now he might. Oh, he misses some of the shots, and he can't get the shots off. Oh, he just doesn't see the one above. And he gets knifed by Orbit. Very interesting play, but, you know, thinking maybe he ran out of ammo, just had to pull it out there, but Pat not really even worried about the person up top, knowing he got the KJ low. He wanted to take that KJ out. Maybe a little too focused on it, though. See, as Bobby Tortilla, who's been really carrying through the Kettering side, he has his ult up now. We'll see. Probably going to be used as a retake potential ultimate. Pinguino also has his. They could be both used in tandem to just kind of deny each other, which would be better for Kettering, as it does force them to back up and take site a different way. So you're going for a mid take now. Oh, Monkey spots Shadow through the smoke before it goes down, but he can't get anything on. The paranoia goes out. It doesn't actually catch him. Nanoswarm denying a walk through smoke now. Oh, and the Owl Drone not going to catch the KJ. The KJ is now going to fire through onto the door. Doesn't get any damage off, and it looks like the SXU is going to go for a C take now. Oh, and Dragon Rebels in that same spot. BQ takes him out, but Shadow gets Monkey. Shock Dart going out. Didn't do any damage. Junie gets Finnaflake. Bobby Tortilla does trade that out and gets BQ though. Now, both Junie and Pinguino do have guns for this. Oh, and Orbit peeks back in. He gets shocked. Another shot comes through. And it looks like they're going to go over to A now. These rotates from the Cougars have been pretty quick to be decided, and just Kettering is not ready for this. This plant is not really planned for anything in particular, so they're probably going to hold it. Oh, and Junie should catch Bobby Tortilla, but Bobby Tortilla's reaction time is just too good. And for Rivmy, Pinguino actually didn't pick up a gun. He couldn't find one, it looks like, so he had to use the pistol there, and it's just going to be a hard fight there. Yeah, the Cougars have to find a way to take out Bobby Tortilla, as he has just been like going on a tear. with his great gun ability. Usually you don't see the initiator take over for a team and lead in those frags, but he is doing so. See what can go down this round. SXU has a lot of ults on board. See what they decide to use. Probably going to use that lockdown for something. But they have to be careful with Dragon Rebel's Hunter's Fury, as it can just take out that lockdown real fast. Oh, and the dart comes out. It doesn't actually get anyone, as Cougars hadn't pushed up yet. Dragon Rebels, will he have the awareness to peek this? He hears walking, but he's seen. He's now trapped in this corner. Oh, and the breach ult used. Great job by Pinguino to get a free kill pretty much onto Dragon Rebels, as he wouldn't be able to do anything. But we see the other breach ult come out. Oh, the stun comes out, but Pinguino gets taken out. BQ trades it, but then it's traded again. Monkey with a great kill on the orbit. Knows that the other one's still there. Not going to take any fight he doesn't need to. Packets him, and now it's just Shadow and SXU are going to take this round. Plant's going to go down. Doesn't mean anything. Junie already has his ult. Everyone does. The plant, pretty useless for SXU, as the only two people that don't have their ults are the ones that died. Good round by SXU. The ult by Pinguino was just perfect, you know, forced a death early for Kettering. I think that peak is very, very bad in the situation that you're going to see that breach ult, the Rolling Thunder come out. That Rolling Thunder is just a free kill there. Great job by SXU to use it there. You see these aftershocks come through. Oh, and the Blade Storm being used in a great shot onto BQ by Orbit there. Don't know if SXU will go and peek that again. Oh, and the TP comes out. Junie saw where he TP'd from, and he's going to have to TP right back. Pat gets Orbit, but Junie is then traded by Bobby Tortilla. While placing, it looks like they're going to go back A, knowing that Orbit's down. It should be easier to take. They have to know that Bobby Tortilla could have moved up here. Lockdown's going to go down. Oh, Bobby Tortilla caught using his util, but Pinguino can't hit the shots, but Monkey does. Attacker lockdown was used. It's going to allow Monkey to get on site and plant. Oh, and the Hunter's Fury used, but it doesn't hit anything. Bad Hunter's Fury is... It didn't allow for anything, but the lockdown usage was so good, considering that it allowed SXU to get on site, and he couldn't just use the Hunter's Fury for it as he was too far away. Alodrone's going to guide Finnaflake in. Dart hits. Finnaflake shooting at someone else. Monkey takes out Finnaflake after he gets Pep, but then it's taken out by Dragon Rebels, and to secure the round for Kettering. A very back and forth round. We see kill for kill for kill for kill. The trades looking very nice from both teams, just falling in the favor of Kettering. I think you just can't peek down Sewer's main there if you're BQ when you know that there's a Blade Storm. Not as aggressively as he did, but it did happen quick. You can't really blame him. He got just one tap, so it's just unfortunate. Looks like you're gonna see the Blade Storm coming from Monkey as he doesn't buy a gun. He's gonna probably guide his team in then. As much as he can. He can't really walk through garage, as he could just get shot through the walls, and his knives don't go through. Alodrone's going to guide him in. Shadow shoots him. I think the dart from the drone missed. The Paranoia is going to blind a good amount of the Cougars, but there's no follow-up as the smoke does block from seeing there. Monkey, getting a little pressured, is going to decide to get out of there. He's back in. Bobby Tortilla does take out Pat. Pinguino does lower Dragon Rebels to one shot. One bullet. Oh, and he's going to get out. Junie gets Finnaflake on the other side. From mid, it looked like. BQ and Monkey just waiting in garage. Will Dragon Rebels peek here? He will die if he gets hit. Oh, and there's misses. Oh, and Monkey can't save BQ. BQ misses a few shots, but Monkey does get the trade. Orbit, who has an op I didn't even notice, on top of the gen. And see, Junie gets shadowed, but is taken out by Bobby Tortilla. And then Monkey with no gun, no more blades left from the Blade Storm. Only with a Sheriff, has to take that duel. Can't win it. It's 5-3 currently in Kettering's favor. They have a lockdown on board, but the Hunter Fury should deny that from being used unless they decide to use it before. And then Junie with the From the Shadows. We'll see what he decides to do with that. Bobby Tortilla is actually close to his second Rolling Thunder. I like to notice the difference between the two breaches with the Rolling Thunder ult. They were used on the same round, but Bobby Tortilla is 4 ahead of Pinguino right now. Aftershock doesn't get anyone. Same Aftershock that's been sent every round. Another Aftershock sent through. I don't know if that hit anyone either. All the Cougars cornered up on the A Garden location. Oh, and they know the opposite. They're still going to fight into it. They're not worried about it. Junie with the quick peek. Everyone kind of peeking into it. Orbit just misses his shots. Dash into a cloud burst. Does not clear out hell before he does so, and Bobby Tortilla is going to be able to get 3 off of that. And Orbit getting pad as well as just BQ down A long here. He's going to peek into it. Bobby Tortilla is going to get his 4th on the round. Flawless round for Kettering. As he's going to have to find a way to shut him down. He's just been able to go off in this game. That op has been a little issue for them too, is it kind of holding the off angle of Bobby Tortilla, so they have to push into either Bobby Tortilla or that op. Really good work by Kettering, as it's forcing SXU into a save round now. So they don't have the ability to buy fully, other than Monkey, who's going to be able to buy a Vandal, but that's the only real gun they have in this situation. Aftershock sent through again, the same location. Shadow's going to peek it. He does get tagged up a little bit by Monkey. Monkey also getting tagged a little bit as well, but not as badly. Now BQ with the Spectre on Garage. He's not going to get anything off there. Just a waiting game. The patience from both teams. See what they decide to do. Penguin looking to peek down C. Again, the op is now over on C. SXU might do well in rotating over to A. As you can see, there's only one person left there. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. I don't know if they know that there's only one person. They'd probably be pushing a little bit faster if they did. They're taking their time, both checking that corner, making sure the other one doesn't forget. Cougars still just haven't decided where to go yet, and they're running out of time. Shadow looks to be up on his bot in a bit of a crazy angle. We'll see if the Owl Drone can actually spot him. The Aftershock sent through. Owl Drone isn't going to see him, but Junie is going to have the awareness to get him, and then Penguino trades out Monkey for Bobby Tortilla. That's big for the Cougars. Pat gets finna flake. Oh, and Pat now has a gun in a flank position. He's going to place the alarm bot, and he's going to back up. He does not need to take those fights. Cougars need to save as much money and save as many guns as they can. Recon bolt sent through. He's going to shoot it and back up. Smart play. Looks like he might get swung by Dragon Rebels. Yeah, but he's not going to take that fight. He's going to force Dragon Rebels to waste more time. Oh, and a great play by Pat. And then Junie gets Orbit. What a round by the Cougars there. And do a little bit of a save. They only had one Vandal on board and then a bunch of Sheriffs and a Spectre, but they still pulled through. BQ unfortunately was unable to grab another gun though, so he's going to have to be stuck with that Spectre still. But no, he's going to drop it by a gun. Their economy is good enough to do that now. Let's see what decides to happen here. As it's kind of just been like a... I think BQ's just saving his ult for Finna Flakes, but Finna Flake hasn't really needed to use his ult at any point yet. Aftershock goes through. I think it might have pushed Orbit off that position. BQ's got to be careful here though, because that op is still there. Oh, but he saw Orbit. Orbit didn't get the Monkey. Gets taken out by the op. It's just so slow by the Cougars. I mean, just seeing how good the gun skill is from Orbit and from Bobby Tortilla, they're not going to take these fights super aggressively. Will BQ peek into Orbit here. You see Aftershock go through, fault line as well. Oh, he checks the corner, but Bobby Tortilla, knowing he would do that, is in a different position. He's able to get both Penguino and BQ and as well as Junie, I believe. Well, we did see the lockdown all come down, which kind of does free up the Hunter Fury for BQ here. Maybe look to get a little kill if he can spot someone, scan someone with a dart or with the drone. We'll see if they decide to play it that way. They would like to find someone, either Bobby Tortilla or just someone else in general. But we're going to have to see these ults come through now as it is the last round. He might just use this utility to clear out the back of... I think he can't die here. Oh, Shadow gets Junie, but is traded by BQ. Rolling Thunder used by Penguino there. Does get Finna Flake off it. The other Rolling Thunder used as a defense. Well, Dragon Rebels is going to peek and get Pat. He also got... Oh, and it's just BQ now. He does have this ult still. Will he use it? No, he won't. Bobby Tortilla just coming in to clean everyone up. I think SXU were a little slow to take positioning off that Rolling Thunder. They had to move quicker. And then after the other Rolling Thunder comes in, that just kind of catches them off guard. They're not able to do anything after that. Fortunate, but an 8-4 side for Kettering. That's something I like to see on Haven. We'll see if SXU can bring it back here. It's just Bobby Tortilla with 23 and 6 is just going crazy right now. Normal recon bolt gonna come out. I don't know if it'll scan anyone. It did actually scan a few, and Monkey gets Shadow off of it. And then the recon bolt from Kettering is just not good. And then Orbit doesn't clear his corner enough, but Bobby Tortilla gets BQ. But then Monkey cleans him up. It's now just Dragon Rebels and Finna Flake in the A-long position. Monkey spots both of them. Will he peek? He does peek onto Dragon Rebels. He has 3 now. And Pat is behind him. He's gonna walk up on him. Oh, and just with the nice classic headshot, able to secure the round. Only one casualty on the Cougars side there. Really well done. Great positioning by BQ. He got the dart. It was good. He realized the other dart didn't actually see him, so he just sat in that position. And Orbit didn't really like full clear the corner, so you see them just walk through, and then BQ's just able to get a free kill. Of course, he trades his life, but then Monkey trades him out, so it works in favor of the Cougars. See, we'll probably see the exact same play by SXU running their default play. You hear a lot of walking in mid here from Pat's side. He's going to know that there's a lot of people here. Again, like the other Killjoy on Kettering's side, Pat is going to hold Garage here by himself with most of his util. Of course, he does have Penguino's help, but Penguino's mostly holding B. With the dart coming out on B, they're going to notice that it's probably a B take here. I'd like to see BQ and Monkey work their way over to B. Don't know if there's... Oh no, there's nothing behind here. Oh, there's a turret. There is a turret. Well, let's spot him. It's in the smoke. If the smoke goes down... Oh, and that's the turret down. He can walk around however he wants now. Oh, and Junie gets Orbit. Monkey gets Bobby Tortilla. Oh, and Pack is Dragon Rebels. Junie is taken out by Shadows, but... now a 4v1, and he's in the defender's spawn. He can't really do anything from here. He can't stop them from taking it. Fuse is gonna go through. I mean, I don't really get the point of saving here. Maybe he picked up a gun. No, I don't think he did. I don't get why you wouldn't try and go for a kill there. It just doesn't seem. It just seems pretty weird to me. He just gave Cougars the point, but I guess that's how they wanted to play. You know, but you see, it's going to be a difficult round for the Cougars again against 5 Vandals. And we see how good Bobby Tortilla was with that Vandal. But these defenses from the Cougars have been really strong. Ooh, looks like a little bit of a split push.
Shadows traveling.
You see the C dart. Ooh, and Monkey spots Orbit but doesn't take any shots. They're going to back up here knowing that it's probably an A take. Even though the bolt comes out on C, I think it was a bit of a fake. Oh, and Judy. Judy, what is this positioning? How do you get here? Orbit is going to run right into Monkey. Monkey might be able to peek him now. Orbit does take out Pinguino. Oh, and he just doesn't expect Monkey to be there. And Monkey gets 2 with the Bulldog. Finnaflake does trade it out. But they know where they all are now. And Bobby Tortilla's down. Monkey going off. Only 1 remains. Monkey is doing so well right now. If I was him, I'd play this slow. Allow my team to get in and get some guns, as there are some down. Junie could have gone through Sewers there to get a gun, but he doesn't. And then also, Dragon Rebels doesn't have the spike, so he can't really do anything right now. He's going to take it, probably plant behind the box. He faked first. It's a very obvious fake. I think he wants to peek Monkey first and clear him out. He does get Monkey. I think Monkey's in a little bit of too aggressive of an angle. Oh, Junie's behind, and he doesn't know. They got to swing at the same time. Junie almost whiffs his shots, but he got the one in the end, making sure to secure the round. What a round from the Cougars. What a round from Monkey. As you see, Pinguino kind of just playing the bait for him in the top of Sewers in the A site. Like, Orbit did not expect someone to play close down there at all, and he just walked into it. These defensive holds from the Cougars have been insane. I'm pretty sure Monkey started this half with 10 kills on the board, and is now at 19. He's on 9 in 3 rounds. That is pretty crazy. Catching up to Bobby Tortilla very quickly. Making this scoreboard look a little bit more even. You're going to have to see a save come out from Kettering now, as you see Bobby Tortilla with a Sheriff and then a Bulldog on Orbit. Everyone else does get a Vandal still. Pat changing up these garage holds every single time, making sure never to stay the same. Bobby Tortilla has walked in. You know he's there. He saw him. I don't know if any damage got off. A dark cover is going to come out. Fault line waiting to be used. Doesn't use it. He doesn't hear anyone. The dark cover does come out though and blocks him off, so he might be in to use it now. Alarm bot triggered. That's what he was waiting for. Don't know if we'll see the fault line or the aftershock first. Now you're gonna see Pat try to take behind again. Aldrunk is out. Dark cannot go through first though, so they're not gonna have the location on the Pinguino. Monkey is gonna pop the Blade Storm. He's pretty far out. BQ behind here, gonna get Shadow, and SXU have them surrounded. They're gonna have to find a way to hold this down. Finnaflake gets 2, but is traded out, and then Dragon Rebels is taken out by Pat as well. Oh, he knows he's on top. He dropped down. He had to. He gets Orbit, and Bobby Tortilla is taken out as well. Again, another great defensive round by the Cougars there. It's just this defensive rotations that they're doing is just so good. It's just Kettering cannot predict where they're coming from. One round we see it from Junie, one round we see it from BQ, we see it from Pat, like almost every round. They're just doing so well at rotating when they need to, and you're going to see a timeout come out from Kettering's side. See what they can get going on this attack, as they've lost 4 rounds in a row. We'll be back in a minute. And we're back after the Kettering timeout. We'll see what they have cooked up here, as the Cougars have just showing that they're really, really good on the defense here on Haven. Showing what they got, and then, oh, and we see an off here from Monkey. I would not want to peek down C long if you know he's here, and they look like they're going to 5-man push it. Bobby Tortilla going to peek first, and Bobby Tortilla is down. That is bad for Kettering. Oh, and Orbit's down too. He's just so good with it. He does get spotted. He doesn't care. Hubbard sent down. He doesn't really need it though. No one had walked up on him. He's gonna back up and save his op now. Let someone else peek. A little bit misplacement with that recon dart there from BQ, but it's all right. Junie's in a little bit of a what we'd call a rat position right now. I think the smoke will give him away. They might know he's here now. I don't know if anyone was watching that, but it does make his job easier of just holding this corner. If someone calls that they're rotating mid, they don't have anything up to stop him. Oh yeah, BQ knows now. Junie knows now. He might push out here. The turret's there. Dragon Rebels get Pinguino, and they get BQ. Turret does spot Junie, but the paranoia goes out, but it doesn't do anything as the Nano Squirm's gonna stop him. The op from Monkey. The Shadow gets a few bits of bullets off onto Junie. Dart. Oh, and Monkey's gonna take the aggressive peek, but he's gonna miss. Shockdar's gonna hit onto Junie, and then Dragon Rebels and Finiflake, 2 great kills. It was a good start to the round by taking out 2 with the op. I think that Monkey just gave up his positioning a little too late. He might have been able to get 1 more if he had stayed there a little bit longer, but it's fine. He's going to buy another op and do the same thing. I doubt that they'll peek down C long. I think he knows they won't peek down C long again. He's going to go A long. Again, they got those first picks and they just like couldn't capitalize off anything else after that. They needed to slow it down a bit. Oh, and he gets a collateral. He gets Bobby Tortilla and Dragon Rebels. Oh my gosh. What a clip that would have been. Sorry we missed that. Just didn't expect it to happen that fast. They kind of just peek without a util. I don't even think a recon dart went through. Pinguino's going to hear Orbit in Garage going over to C. Junior knows it too. Junior has snuck his way into the cubby on C long though. And now Orbit's going to find his way and somehow going to get a fight against Monkey here. They know? Oh, he doesn't know, but he does trade it out. Interesting. Junie's in C long here still. And I think we're going to see Finiflake back up right into him. And that's one lockdown down. He's going to wait for the rest of his team. He doesn't need to take this fight. Can't take it. The paranoia goes out. I don't think it hit. But it's going to be Junie getting the kill on the Shadow there with Pat's help. We're going to see Monkey take the defuse here to get his orb up as the other 2 have ult. Good round by SXU. You see the op actually worked out pretty well that time. He got a collat. He's gotten, I mean, 2 kills per round pretty much. He actually did get a 3rd on the orbit as well. It's working pretty well for him. Okay, we're going to talk about this. Bobby Tortilla was up by 14 kills on Monkey to go into this half. And Monkey is now caught up to him. He's on 14 kills in 6 rounds. That's crazy. Those numbers are insane. He's going off right now on this defense. Let's see, 9-9 too. It was once 8-4, now 9-9. And there's no way. The blind, they finally using some util. A fault line used 2. They might get onto him fast here. Looks like they will. Not giving him the time to get out. One went up top. They heard the updraft, but I don't think Orbit wastes all the knives. He doesn't get any kills, and Monkey's just trying to run away now with the knives. He can't get out. Lockdown used. Probably going to see a Hunter's Fury come out. Oh, and BQ gets a kill on Orbit as Orbit was running away. Recon Bolt's going to go through before he decides to peek. It's shot. He knows Dragon Rebel's here. They're going to have to move fast as the plank went down a while ago. Junie gets Shadow. Bobby Tortilla gets Pinguino. Dragon Rebels gets BQ. The kill's coming in so fast. Now they know they're in this corner. Fault line used. It's going to take out Pat, and it's just Junie. He'll have to get some great kills here, but I actually don't think he has time. He is going to go back and just save his gun, or try to at least. They might chase him down here, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. He hears Dragon Rebels walking. Spike explodes. Recon bolt sent in, but that really does nothing as well. I mean, it gets him killed. That is something, I guess. I don't know if that was a good idea, as it's going to hurt their money a little bit more. Oh, you're going to see Orbit actually buy an op this time. See what he decides to do with it. And I want to note, Finaflake has a judge. We got to keep that one in our memory banks for this round. And you see Monkey with the classic only. You know, that means he's going to go for his ult here. I think he bought for one of his teammates, and he's going to use the knives here. He's going to peek down. He's going to hear Finaflake. Is he going to get him? He won't, because that judge. Smart play by Finaflake with the judge there. Why not walk into the Blade Storm? You have better weapon opportunity, and if you give up your weapon, it's not that good anyways. Hunter's Fury comes out. He does take out Bobby Tortilla somehow. That's big to even this fight up. From the Shadow's used, and now Shadow is actually behind the Cougars. Orbit with the op will get one. Junie trades out by getting Finaflake. Dragon Rebels is underneath. Dragon Rebel also gets BQ. Cougars seem to be taking these ones very, very badly. You don't need to. You could peek with your team, I think. And again, we're going to see a run away from Junie here. He's going to save again. Cougars are going to have to pick this up now. I would not be surprised to see a timeout called here. Talk about what to do for the next rounds. We've taken 2 saves by Junie in a row. No one's going to peek him this time. Not after last time. See, no ults on board for the Cougars right now. But 2 very big ults on board for Kettering. We'll see if they decide to use that here. Can't actually be they can't really buy on the Cougar side, so they're gonna have to save for this round and then decide what to do next round. I see a TP into Cubby. Smoke's put up. He's gonna walk into 2 Vandals there, get some damage off, but that's about it. I enjoy the creativity, but I don't think it works out if they rush in there. Oh, and the op just too close. Oh, what a great dart by BQ, but Bobby Tortilla gets the advantage to the smokes as he only has a small area surface to shoot through. And now it's a classic and a Vandal for the Cougars to make sure they don't go into match point. But this flank from behind is going to hurt Pat. Pat gets Bobby Tortilla, but that doesn't matter as he's taken out by Dragon Rebels from behind. Pushing it to match point for Kettering. And still, Kettering didn't even have to use any of their ults for that. And it's going to be a rough one for the Cougars as they're going to have to play safe away from Bobby Tortilla's Rolling Thunder, as it could mess them up. That op has also been putting in some work from Orbit's side. Aldron's going to clear C long. I don't think it's going to be able to get a dart off as it's going to expire pretty soon. Or get shot by Junie. Fault line and Rolling Thunder hit onto Junie. And a Paranoia. Every piece of util that can happen to Junie just happened. It's truly unfortunate. There's nothing he can really do there. And now S6 are going to have to retake onto this site. It's going to be very difficult. You see the Aftershock clearing out CT for a second so that they can back up a little bit. Pat's flank from behind is going to be taken. Let's see if he can get anything with this. He saw Shadow's gun, and they just walk into each other. Kind of a spray from both. And Monkey gets on with the Nanoswarm and puts him down to 12 health. I don't really know about that position. They look to try and get half. This Cloudburst doesn't do enough for half. He did get half, but he did not have enough health to peak that. I don't think he should have tried for the first one, but that first round's going to go over to Kettering. And We'll catch you in the next map, what I believe is Ascent. We'll see you in a few. And we're back with the second map of Kettering versus the Cougars here. We do have Ascent this time, and the comps for Cougars are going to remain mostly the same, but instead of a breach, you're actually going to see a KO. And then some switch-ups on Kettering's side. Instead of a breach, you're going to see a Sky, and instead of an Omen, you're going to see an Astra, actually. Astra does have a lot more util than an Omen. With those stars, she can pretty much place them around anywhere, but we'll see how this changes the matchup. Probably going to see a lot of these Trailblazers leading into sight. Bobby Tortilla going to back up there. Gonna back up the team here. Trailblazers are gonna go in. Or we're gonna swing off of that. Juni saw him, but nothing from that. Cloudburst trade out for a dark cover, but I think Juni got headshotted there by Orbit. Oh, and what a stun, but he can't get any kills off of it. And Pat finally getting the first kill for SXU, getting Finnaflake. It's now just him and BQ. Now BQ walks up on Orbit, but Orbit, that ghost is just too good in this round right now. And Kettering take the first round pretty decisively. Only losing one there. I think the ghost there from Orbit would just put in a lot of work, and he's going to go straight to buying a Vandal here. Same with Finnaflake. Very aggressive second round here. As it's still just only pistols from the Cougars. They should lose this one unless they get a big kill off the start here.
Scanning ahead.
Trailblazer's gonna go out. I don't know if it saw BQ, but it is gonna see Pat. It's not gonna get the stun onto him. Oh, and Bobby Tortilla takes a good bit of damage here. Oh, and Pat with the right click on the classic, so good. But Orbit's able to clean him up with the better gun. Orbit is 1 health though. He's gonna get healed up. That regrowth there. Thanks so much, and Juni just not expecting Shadow to be that far back. Oh, what shots by Monkey there on the Shadow. That's a gun for the Cougars. They need to get over to it. Spectre in Monkey's hands now. Daglink does go out. No one can follow up on it as he's too far back, but Orbit gets a great kill on the Monkey. He is 1 health though, but Guino going to pick up the gun. Does expose himself for a second for Orbit to take him out since he is such low health. Now, Cougars are going to be able to buy as well, and like we saw in the last game with Bobby Tortilla, we're now seeing with Orbit, who is just popping off right now. 7-0 in 2 rounds. Really putting in a lot of work. Cougars going to have to slow them down here. Try and take some from it, and it looks like a kind of split push from Kettering as you see 3 on A, 2 on B. They might be faking one of these sites. Oh no, it looks like 2 might go mid here, so they might be going for a cat take. Or a market take even, with Orb pushing down Bobby Tortilla as the Trailblazer goes out and takes Market. Market's going to be taken. They have Market, they have the door. Turret's down. Pat, will he peek into Orbit? He's going to get spotted by the recon bolt. Fires through the wall, but they can't get him. Oh, and Orbit is 1 health. Monkey takes out Shadow, who's in B main by himself. Regrowth's going to come through and get Orbit up, but they're going to be down that if they take any more damage, as that Regrowth would pretty much fully use. Shock Dart sent out is a little too late as they move back now.
Revealing area.
Bobby Tortilla there by himself. I don't think they're going to spot him there. Bobby Tortilla's still waiting. I think it might catch Monkey off guard here. Does Monkey have any awareness? He does, but he doesn't fully clear the corner. Juni does get Dragon Rebels though. But he's taken out by Orbit. And Pinguino gets Finnaflake, but is then taken out by Orbit as well. Pushing his 2v2. Bobby Tortilla is spotted by BQ through mid, but no damage is passed on. Pat didn't walk in the fight with Bobby Tortilla, but the headshot instantly is just going to take him out. And Bobby Tortilla and Orbit are just taking the Cougars out right now. They have to find a way to stop these two.
love it when they make
10 kills from Orbit. He's got the Blade Storm online. Don't think we'll see him go through with it yet, but maybe in a following round we will. You see kind of default hold by the Cougars there. That's from running places. To stop them from quickly pushing in. Cougars are going to go in the same positions, but still a save round for them. They shouldn't win this. Monkey gets down in this position, but I don't think he gets any shots off. And Pat tries to get aggressive, but they just don't have the guns for this. Junie does not check his corners. Orbit's sitting there, and Orbit peeks out onto Penguino as well. Flawless round by Kettering, as they're just so fast there, knowing that the Cougars don't have the guns to fight them, winning them the round. And we don't see any ults go down yet. We still do have the Blade Storm. That's the only one currently, it looks like. Cougars are going to have to win this round, or it's going to get very difficult.
Get out of my way.
Blade Storm used a lot. One hit off on a Pat, and then the others are just wasted. He doesn't get anything with the others. But Orbit gets Junie as Junie peeks out into him. And then Shadow takes out Pat. Penguino gets one, he gets two, Monkey gets one on the other side, but then he's taken out, pushing this into a 2v2. Spike is down, and they close the door. They close the door on the Spike. They have to call that out. The Cougars should know that the Spike's down. They don't have to fight this. Door was reopened. Cougars might know now. Monkey gets a kill on the Dragon Rebel, and he walks away with his knife. He can't do that against Shadow there. Shadow's gonna go over to B. BQ doesn't know. Dark gets sent out on A. Doesn't get anything. Looks like BQ might be waiting here.
You are divided.
Wall set up. Looks like BQ might rotate over now, but this is now too late as he went over back to the other site.
30 seconds left.
He is completely gotten BQ.
Spike planted.
Thing is, I don't think you can hear through this wall. But I think now BQ might know that he's on the other site. But now Shadow is taken off completely into heaven. He's gonna have to take this duel. Oh, he does make a little bit of noise. He's gonna know he's here now. He used the dart. Oh, and he gets the kill! BQ gets the kill. He's gonna have to get onto the Spike now. And I think he will have enough time for it. He should. What a great round for SXU. They're really winning out with the tree position from Penguino, being able to get two still, even though he gave his life. And Monkey also getting two for himself. I think he would have won that round better if he hadn't backed up in with his knife there. If he backed up with his gun, he might have had a fighting chance and been able to take Shadow out. But as good as you do see two ults come through from Kettering, and they lose the round. Now SXU have guns again. The guns are from both sides. I think the round really faltered, I want to say, from when they dropped the Spike behind and closed the door on it. But now we're into this round. Doesn't really matter. It's going to be a B main take by Orbit and Dragon Rebels. Bobby Tortilla and Finiflake going mid. Drone going to clear into A main. Another drone meeting it. Oh, and some shock darts are going to go out onto Dragon Rebels, and half his health is down. Trailblazer, Monkey can't get a kill off. Oh, and BQ gets a lot of health off on the Orbit. And the shock dart is going to get the kill. A shock dart kill for BQ. It's great, but they just lose two more, but Penguino does get another kill. I don't think they'll decide to use the null command here, as they don't really have the health for it. Unless Shadow gets taken out here by Junie. He does. Now I disagree. I think the null command should be used. Now Paranoia is not going to go down yet as his teammate cannot follow up on it. Smoke used.
Last player standing.
Oh, and Junie walks down, can't get the kill onto Bobby Tortilla after taking out Finna Flake.
If you say one of my creatures
Very
is
good
too
maneuvering
alright.
by Kettering there. I think maybe the null command would have helped a little bit, but also there was no real util used by Kettering, so it really didn't matter. I think that smoke might have hurt the Cougars more than it helped them from Junie there. The Cougars are going to have to go into another save round. That's not something you want to see when it's 1-5, but we'll see. It looks like they're going to get aggressive on A, but they can't really take this fight if there's 5 there. Blade Storm. Oh, and what a blind from both teams. Blind really taking out Monkey there. And they just push onto Penguino, Penguino and Junie knowing that they don't have the guns for it. Orber's gonna walk right onto BQ and take him out.
Spike planted.
Now 5v1, a Stinger versus the world in Pat's hand, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get anything done. He has too much to go through. And that's just a fight you shouldn't win, but he did it. He's not going to be able to get Dragon Rebels as he had to take too much damage the fight before from Orbit. But he took one, and that's all you could really ask for in that situation when you have a Stinger. And looks like it will be a timeout for the Cougars, and we'll catch you in a minute. And we're back after the timeout taken by the Cougars there. You're seeing that none of them are really comparing to Orbit right now. Orbit's 16 kills in 7 rounds, the highest on SXU side being 4. They're playing kind of in the hands of Kettering right now. They got to find a way to slow it down, and the Nano Swarm is just too early. But Pat, seeing that no one took it early, look at how slow Kettering are playing. They have not moved an inch since the round started. None of them. I see Orbit's gonna fight into Pat and BQ, and he gets a great shot on the BQ, and Junie gets the trade on Dragon Rebels, but then Bobby Tortilla takes out Pat before he can get Orbit. Seeker's gonna go out. He's gonna spot Monkey, and then gonna go past him. Oh, and Bobby Tortilla gets Monkey as well.
Planted.
And you see all the util from the Astra and the.
Last player
You
standing.
can't shoot the door and then go for a gun. Someone's probably gonna be watching it. You gotta know that. There's just too much util for Junie to be able to take this by himself. It will never be possible. He's gonna go save. So you're gonna use this time to talk about what comes next, what they can do. This Kettering might look to track him down. I don't know if they'll be able to get him though, as he's pretty far out. Will be Shadow taking this fight. I think he will walk down into him, or you could see Orbit do it as well, but Shadow's got to go now. Shadow walks out. He gets some damage off, but no kill, no kill. Yep, no kill. Just some damage, gonna force him to buy the armor back up again. And of course the Duelist was given the Vandal that he held. There's gonna have to be another save round for the Cougars. This is not looking good right now. See if they can use any of these ults this round. They'd have to be very big ults.
Cover going out.
Guiding Light comes out again. Cougars have to learn eventually.
Drawn.
You saw the knife come out. I don't know how much it got, and it just, the fight is just falling in the hands of Kettering. Monkey in the smoke. He's gonna back out now. He's gonna wait for his other teammate to take this fight. Oh, and a lot of damage on the Dragon Rebels.
Spike planted.
Regrowth probably gonna come out, but he's gonna be taken out, so the regrowth used for pretty much nothing.
Last player standing.
Oh, and then Bobby Tortilla gets 2 more. The Cougars just can't find a way to shut them down. They're just able to walk right through them. It's just not going well. I think the close hold there, you kind of, I mean, I think they've done it 3 times on their kind of save rounds, and it just hasn't really worked out. And you just see, like, the Kettering just comes in and walks all over them, knowing they have the gun advantage. I think they need to get a little more safe with those rounds, or just a little more aggressive, even though they're already very aggressive. But it's just now it looks like Kettering is going to go for an A-take again. Orbit's going to use the Blade Storm. Junie might back up into this position he likes to go to. Orbit drafts into the up dashes into the knife, I believe, which caused him to die. But Bobby Tortilla does get 1. The Trailblazers sent out, and Shadow with a great shot peeking off of it.
You should run.
You're gonna see the attacker lockdown go down. Looks like we won't be using the Hunter's Fury to get it. Might be waiting for the plant on that one.
Spike planted.
Spike was planted. Hunter's Fury still not used. And this wall being put up by the Astra. Defender Killjoy gonna go down. Monkey's gonna wait for people to walk out this side. And we're gonna see it's gonna get taken out.
Last player standing.
Oh, and Bobby Tortilla actually gets away from Pat, and he gets the kill too. Another good round for Kettering, as we see the ult usage is pretty well done by them. Of course, you see Dragon Rebels using the Hunter's Fury to take out Pat's lockdown, which kind of just disrupts them from doing anything. I think maybe Monkey needed to move a little bit faster there on the ult. I don't know, though. Orbit and Bobby Tortilla are just tearing this game apart right now. Probably we have another Seekers online. I think it was used like two, 3 rounds ago too. Seekers gonna use instantly. Nanostorm's gonna be used to lock them or to slow them down. I think 2 of the Seekers were just taken out instantly by the Stinger there. Pretty good, but Monkey on the smoke's gonna walk out. Him and Penguino just firing down on everyone.
One enemy remaining.
What a play by them to use those smokes. I think the best option now is to just sit and wait for Junie and take a 3-man fight against Orbit here, is forcing him into a bad fight. Pat, this fight should be won by him as he has the Stinger. He can't. But Junie making sure not to let that clutch go down. Gets the kill off onto Orbit. Finally, the Cougars stop this onslaught that has been going on for the past 5 rounds. It's the last round here, so all these ults are going to have to be used. The Cougars do have 3 of them. See what they decide to do with them. Oh, no. I thought we might see a Paranoia come out A main to begin with, but no, he's going to play the same smoke that he always does.
Shadows traveling.
Oh, but they push into it fast. He puts another smoke down. He's not going to fight this fast. He doesn't need to. Aldrin gonna go out first. Monkey takes out Bobby Tortilla. They're gonna know he's close here. They're gonna walk into him, but the repositioning, the awareness by him, and then Monkey gets another one through the smoke. Oh, and you see the star put up. Oh, it was used so that Shadow could get away, and the Hunter's Fury being set in the corner. He's gonna have to updraft away from it. Still trapped in this corner, and just the Ares is gonna be able to take out Orbit, putting it 9-3 in favor of Kettering. Cougars ending the half strong. Very well done. Seems that they had kind of figured out Kettering's attacking ways instead of playing so close to that rush. Junie decided to play it safe, not peek into them. He knows he doesn't need to, and it actually worked out really well. But it was a little too late, as Kettering did get 9 rounds off. Let's see what the Cougars decide to do. It looks like this might be a B take, which is going to be very hard with all that KJ util on B from Kettering. Yeah. So it looks like it might be a fight for mid, as you're going to see a fight down cap between both controllers.
Cover going out.
Use the cover, fire in. They want market. Gonna clear out market cubby. Guiding light sent out to slow them down a bit so he could back up.
Cover going out.
Dark cover sent into the back of the B site on the defender side spawn. Oh, he's getting shot from behind as there's one in his spawn. One in his spawn side of Cat. He walked from A main, I believe. Stun sent out. Don't think it was timed correctly though. Dragon Rebels does get Pinguino. Orbit spotted by the turret, and BQ with some great shots. Dart's gonna reveal Pat, but they don't really have the guns to shoot through that wall. Oh, and they know they're behind, but they're gonna go fight market here. Finna flank with some great shots onto Pat and onto BQ. Another very good pistol round by Kettering, as they had in the first half as well. Cougars, I think they're going to have to win this here. It's going to be hard against that Marshall that Orbit just bought, though. Should win them this round pretty safely, considering SXU are not going to buy any armor, meaning they are all one-shots to that. Gonna be another fight Cat. Oh my gosh, Shadow's just fired upon. I don't know if any bullets actually hit him. Oh, and the Bulldogs are just firing through Cat here. I think SXU was a little too slow on that. They needed to be fast if they wanted to do that. And now they are on to A. They're gonna close the door, but no one's checking the defender side spawn. Guiding Light gets both blinded, but no one kind of walks on it. And then Finnaflake just walks down and takes out both with the Spectre. That's going to be a flawless round from Kettering there. As now going to be in a position where there's only 2 rounds left. Cougars are going to have to start heating up now. Can't be pushed into a match point, as it would be not impossible to go 9 rounds in a row without losing one. But they have to start. They have to start getting it together now. This peek from Cat is not going to happen again. Except for with the Marshals. Marshals going to peek out and take half of Pinguino's health. Orbit taking low, but he's getting so aggressive. We peek out into this. The stun, or the flash was so good, but the Cougars are just not fast enough with their guns. And Finnaflank's going to get Pat walking in, but Junie gets Orbit. Tortilla gets BQ, and then Junie not expecting Shadow to be there. Team Ace for Kettering. It's going to push them into match point, map point for Kettering. We'll see what the Cougars can do. We'll see if they're able to make this improbable comeback here. See the Astra Stars being placed. They know what Kettering is deciding to do with these. Looks like the Astra might get aggressive off Cat again. The Dart goes out in the back of Cat, doesn't catch anyone. You see Dragon Rebels is going to just walk mid. Aldrin's going to come out. It's going to see him. I think he got hit with the Dart. He did. Are they going to fire through? They are going to fire through, and Pat's going to get him. Great job by BQ and Pat there. getting a pretty much free kill. I think just being up this much, it kind of went to their Kettering's head. They kind of just decided to take that fight, which is just not a fight you really want to take there.
Not ready yet.
Now, it looks like mid control is falling in the Cougar's hand with this position by Junio and this Bulldog. SXU still playing this very safe, as they know that they're going to have to take some fights from Market. Oh, and all this util right on the door. The Nano Swarms, the Astra Smokes. It'd be too much. No one's going to be able to support Monkey as he walks through there. Shadow's taken down by Junie. The door's not open for him. Orber gets BQ. Bobby Tortilla gets Penguino. But Pat and Junie both getting one for themselves. Making sure this game continues on. We're going to be going to another round here. It's still match point for Kettering.
Thank you.
See what they decide to do here. Like does have ult on board for a retake, but they probably don't want them to get in that position anyways. Junie does have the From the Shadows. Smoke and TP used. Gets past the gravity well. And Monkey takes the duel against Shadow and can't get the shots off.
I got the spike. Alarm bot out.
Alarm bot placed. I don't know if it'll hit Bobby Tortilla right now, as he was in a smoke. Now, Pat is pushing to A main, and it looks like everyone's walking over. This position by Bobby Tortilla might be unaware at the current moment. Shadow taking his own fight against Junie, and it's just back and forth between the two, but Junie does get the kill from the Shadows, going to be used. And Bobby Tortilla in this position, they just didn't expect it. Junie has now TP'd nowhere as he canceled it, and then Bobby Tortilla gets a third. Junie on half health is going to have to win this 1v4. It's going to be highly unlikely considering that Kettering have the spike right now.